putting this on myself so that I tell the story. Got my foot bottom. So I'm just remembering the things that needs to be added to my storyboard. So because I'm in the garden now and I'm telling the story of when I was a child and we moved to our own premises or our own land and the big land space. Nature take over. That was the same thing that happened when I moved to Luton Street Community Nursery from Fitzrover, where Maria Goncalves and Maria Freeman made my life hell. If it wasn't for a young lady by the name of Joelle Lax, I would love to meet up with Joelle one day. I understand she was one of the youngest managers for Westminster Children's Society / leave. New Cross, where she was born, she had to leave because of how Leaf managed their thingy. I understand she left childcare to go and do driving instructor. I would love to meet up with Joel and some of those people one day. I hope God can make that happen. But right now, if it wasn't for Joel, when I was targeted by Maria Goncalves and Maria Freeman at Fitzrover Community Nursery, Patricia Sessions worked there, Candy, Chinese Candy, I don't know her surname, Ezzy, and so forth. We all worked there. So that's how I was transferred from people I was fretting. Anyway, Joel spoke up for me, Joel Lax, and I was transferred to getting old. Luton Street Community Nursery. People, space, and I made use of the space. Teaching and learning tool, everything, the curriculum, everything. And I remember when we were doing the potatoes, not even parents knew where potato came from. And I mean, when I'm saying parents, I'm not saying just black parents did not know the process of potato. They go and buy potato in the supermarket, but they don't know the process. And I teach them. And I remember selling potatoes so we can make up the money to go on outing when we go seaside and stuff. So those are my storyboard. How are you going to tell me I cannot go to social media? I'm not so much a social media fan. I've done my work on social media, but whatever is there left of social media, go and look for it. It's part of the evidence. So if you want to put a civil restraint order on me, not knowing my story, and then coming and saying this, same like the police who stood in my and said, it's on record. They hear about me. So what gossip, what defamation, what rumor were being spread about me? Why did police come? 6 police? Because of somebody who is tied up. The person wasn't here. And my husband was in the hospital at the time anyway. So how did they come with battering ram after I called out 6 times and they didn't come? Do you know Arnold Tomlinson? And then afterward, one of the same police going to tell me he remembered because I'd called them out. When did I call them out? I didn't even remember that. They reminded me. He held up his walking stick, and I was going to let him decide if he's going to land it on me. From he holds it up, that's a threat. From my husband hold up a walking stick, because the walking stick is not supposed to be held up, it's supposed to be there. It's a threat. I didn't wait for him to do because I know he was frustrated. And I remember the last time me and my first husband had an altercation, because I don't stop. That's the thing with me. I'm too fucking stubborn, man. But if I'm right, I would rather die. But now I'm learning to, you know what? Let it go. Don't go social media and get offended if somebody said about my nose and keep talking about my nose. I change it around. Okay? So I'm gonna bury whatever I need to bury. I've dug up some things I should show you. And then I'm gonna go in. See if I can eat something. I might try and cook some rice. I have meat. Yeah.